Welcome to the Gurukul Prep Daily Podcast on 10th August. Update 1. Important Day. World Biofuel Day, August 10. Every year on 10th August, we commemorate World Biofuel Day. Its goal is to bring to light issues concerning using alternative fuel sources instead of fossil fuels. The day also aims to showcase the government's efforts to boost the biofuel industry. Biofuels are environmentally friendly fuels from biological materials such as agricultural waste, trees, crops, and grass. World Biofuel Day holds a unique spot as it celebrates the legacy of Sir Rudolf Diesel, the mechanical engineer behind the development of the diesel engine in 1892. Update 2. Important Day. World Lion Day, August 10. World Lion Day, marked annually on 10th August, commemorates the life of the King of the Jungle. Big Cat Rescue, the world's largest authorized lion sanctuary, started World Lion Day in 2013. Derek and Beverly Joubert, a husband and wife partnership, co-founded it after realizing the importance of raising awareness about diminishing lion populations and their ongoing challenges. Lions are classified as vulnerable on the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species. And in numbers, only 30,000 to 100,000 lions are left in the world. So, there is a dire need to take crucial steps to save and increase the population of lions. Update 3. Appointment. Center reshuffles senior bureaucrats. Amit Negi made additional secretary in PM's office. Senior IAS officer Amit Singh Negi has been appointed as an additional secretary in the PMO in the wake of a massive top-level restructuring by the government. Mr. Negi, a 1999 batch Indian Administrative Service (IS) official from the Uttarakhand cadre, serves as Joint Secretary in the Union Ministry of Finance's Department of Expenditure. Samir Ashwin Vakil, a 1998 batch Indian Revenue Service Income Tax officer, has been appointed director in the Serious Fraud Investigation Office (SFIO) under the Union Ministry of Corporate Affairs for 5 years. Update 4. Awards. Government announced Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar 2024. The government has announced the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar, one of India's most prestigious awards in science, technology, and innovation. The ISRO Chandrayaan-3 team will receive the Vigyan Team Award for their space science and technology achievements. Professor G. Padmanabhan, former director of the Indian Institute of Science, has been chosen for the Vigyan Ratna Award in Biological Sciences. Anandhamakrishnanan C., Umesh Varshne, Bhim Singh, Adimurthy Adi, Syed Waj Ahmad Naqvi, Sanjay Bihari, and Rahul Mukherjee are among those selected for the Vigyan Shri Award. Update 5. Banking. RBI hikes UPI limit for tax payments to 5 lakh rupees per transaction. To enhance digital payments and facilitate more significant transactions, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, raised the top limit for tax payments via the Unified Payments Interface, UPI, to 5 lakh rupees per transaction from the present 1 lakh rupees limit. Earlier, limited to 1 lakh rupees, the increased amount is intended to benefit taxpayers, particularly for high-value transactions. This decision is part of the RBI's ongoing efforts to promote digital payments and reduce reliance on cash transactions. Update 6. Miscellaneous. Vinesh Fogart announces retirement from wrestling. Vinesh Fogart, an Indian wrestler, has announced her decision to retire from the sport following a torturous experience at the Paris Olympics, where she was disqualified after reaching the final. Vinesh failed to make weight on the second weigh-in, the day before the final, and was eliminated, losing her specific medal. Vinesh, 29, became the first Indian woman wrestler to make it to an Olympic final in wrestling. Sakshi Malik, the only other woman wrestler to win an Olympic medal for India, had clinched a bronze medal at Rio 2016. Update 7. Rank and Report. India's renewable energy capacity soars by 165% in a decade. India's installed renewable energy capacity has expanded by 165% over the last decade, from 76.38 gigawatts (GW) in 2014 to 203.1 gigawatts in 2024, according to Union Minister Prahlad Joshi. In response to a Rajya Sabha debate on funding for the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Joshi stated that India now ranks fourth in the world regarding renewable energy capacity, with considerable advances in solar and wind. He noted that solar energy capacity has expanded dramatically from 2.82 gigawatts in March 2014 to 85.47 gigawatts by June 2024, marking an increase of approximately 30 times. Update 8. Sports. India men's hockey team secures bronze at Paris 2024 Olympics. The Indian hockey team has accomplished an incredible accomplishment that has taken over 5 decades to recreate. With a 2-1 victory over Spain at the Paris 2024 Olympics, India won the bronze medal in men's hockey and secured back-to-back Olympic podium places for the first time since 1972. This historic feat followed the team's remarkable comeback in Tokyo 3 years ago when they recovered a 1-3 deficit to win 5-4 and finish third. Repeating this success in consecutive Olympics is a milestone not seen since the 1968 and 1972 Games. Update 9. Sports. Neeraj Chopra clinches silver in javelin at Paris 2024 Olympics. Neeraj Chopra made history again, becoming only the second Indian male athlete to win 2 Olympic medals. Neeraj won silver in the men's javelin throw final with an outstanding throw of 89.45 meters. The event was marked by tough competition, particularly from Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem, who won the gold medal. Nadeem shattered the Olympic record with a Herculean performance, registering a 92.97 m throw and crossing the 90 m mark twice to establish his dominance in the final. Update 10. State. Andhra scraps to child policy for individuals to contest local body polls. After denying leaders the right to run in municipal elections, the Andhra Pradesh government lifted the two-child policy that prevented them from standing. The newly established Andhra administration, led by Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, approved a motion to modify the AP Municipal Corporations Act and Panchayat Raj Act, which prevented anyone with more than 2 children from running in local and civic body elections. Southern states such as Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Telangana are increasingly concerned that their effective population control measures could reduce their Lok Sabha seats.